The order is for date and time. Do we have a date on it?
3 months.
We can't go with DNR. The order actually says immediately upon receiving approval of the owner of the home. So Texas Prime should be getting with you very soon. And obviously we will be monitoring to see implementation with that, and if we don't see quick movement, we will do what we need to do to get that done.
Mary, said it'd be a couple weeks. What do you call?
Okay, could I have an answer from someone with Texas Bond as to where they have to call and contact so that that initiative can get started?
I'll give you the same answer I gave already, and it's as good as I can get. I saw the order last night at 5 p.m. I have to get a contractor, an engineering firm. I have to get them with you. I have to find out who has who. I have to get access to contact you. So we'll be contacting them.
Can we go to the command trailer and sign up?
Sure. John, is that okay?
How are you going to know our phone number?
We absolutely are going to set something up that is information for you through the command post, but through Texas Bond.
Yeah, I'll collect it, but I will give it, I meet with them every day, so I will give it to them every day. But it's still their obligation to get it done.
Of course.
Thank you, Mr. Dean. Yes, ma'am, you have something?
I haven't slept 30 hours. I haven't slept 5 months, okay? 3 months for sure. Some of you are freaking sorry for you. Get yourself, like a man said back here, and grow some and do something fast. Because our homes are worth 0 right now. I bet your home is worth money, right? You have an answer, right? Because you ain't been ordered.
Okay, yes, sir, Dennis?
I live, of course, in Sportsman's Paradise, in a house on a slab. We heard all this talk about gas coming through the earth. I've seen a lot of gas bubbling on the bayou, but did anybody yet find a place anywhere in Bayou Corn where the gas was coming through the earth on dry land? Has anybody found a place yet? Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
I'm waiting for somebody to stand
Now
up.
we gotta lose sleep because we gotta worry about gas coming up under the slab through dry land. I don't believe it, quite frankly.
The closest we found is the Geoprobe well that's on Gumbo and Sauce Pecan. And that well, periodically when we check it, does bubble inside the casing. That's as close as I can tell you. Seeing the small volumes of methane we're talking about on dry land is very, very difficult. Okay? It's difficult to see. That's why we put in the Geoprobe wells and why we're doing the monitoring we're doing. That's the answer I can give you.
Yes, ma'am. Wait for the mic, because I know I'm not going to hear you from. And then this will be our last question, and we're going to have everyone stay here so that you can ask them directly. If you'd rather ask it out loud, that's okay. I'll take another question or two, but I just want you to know that they're going to be here to answer your questions for a while afterwards. Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Hickok, isn't this why you said over and over again that the mandatory evacuation was what it should be right now?
Yes.
And for the unseen future, not just now.
The mandatory evacuation needs to remain in place until we can get the methane that we're dealing with right now under control. And I wish I could give you a schedule, I can't.
No, I'm sure you can't, but I'm sure it's not weeks.
It's not weeks.
Thank you. Okay, yes, ma'am.
So these monitors are not gonna
Hold on, let me read. Just to let you know tonight, though, Wes is not gonna be speaking, but, he from, Senator Landry's office has come to, bring her back information. Okay, Joe?
The methane monitors, they're not gonna be mandatory for every house with a slab?
I don't know the laws and everything, but the problem is, as I alluded to, the monitors need to be in all. Your neighbor's house can have a problem that affects yours, and I think those of you who have read the news this week understand what I'm talking about. I mean, it's your house, if something goes wrong, can affect your neighbor's house.
I don't think they're living to our house.
Regarding your question, is it being mandatory, the order is mandatory that Texas Prime put it in. The question becomes, owner, we can't say it's mandatory because the homeowner access is still required.
I understand that, but if it's a problem with potential explosion, and you put one in one house, and not the one in the house next door, and those people are gone, you know, what's the point of putting one in the house next to it that you did?
If we're talking about, again, not understanding all the science behind it, but if we're talking about houses that are on slab, it just underlines the need to have them in every home. I mean, you are correct that there is necessary to have these in every home.
So it's kind of half-assed fixing the problem then.
It is,
You can't force everyone to have a monitor in their house.
and it is why we strongly urge everyone to.
How are you gonna check it if you're not there?
And it's the reason that we're trying to do our best to get them in every home.
I don't live there. I'm not living there again. I want Texas Brine to buy me out. I want to get out of there.
When I told you the monitors have to be industrial grade, that means they have to be monitored 24/7 by, usually you do it with computers now. Computers don't go to sleep. But it has to be tied into some alert system where people are monitoring it, okay? It's not like a smoke detector. It's got to be tied in where you've got 24/7 security, because you don't want to come home and have a problem in your house when you turn your lights on. So it's got to be monitored. It's up to Texas Brine how they put it in. But industrial grade means it's 24/7, and alerts go out not just to you, but somebody whose job it is monitoring.
I bet you it's gonna take them months to do that for these people. It takes them months for everything else. Why not this? This is not gonna take just a week to put in everybody's house.
Are they gonna have a time limit on how long they have to do this?
That's what they were just discussing. Yeah. Okay, any more questions? We will, oh, I'm sorry. You're standing in the front.
That's right. I just want to talk about the vent wells that Shaw Group came in, put down the pallets or whatever, you know, the planks for the equipment to come in. They came in and Shaw Group put the wells in very rapidly, and they sat there for about 3 weeks and nothing happened. And then you learn, well, they plugged, well, they this. Then they couldn't get a order from the landowner to vent the wells. Well, how could the state make them go in there and put the wells and not start venting them right away? I don't understand that. So what these people are dealing with is an unresolvable situation. It don't make any difference what they ask, there's no answer. You put monitors in, well, somebody's got a monitor. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 365 days a year. So this is just an unresolvable situation. I mean, it's not right.
Okay. Any other questions for tonight? I'm gonna go ahead and call the meeting to close, but feel free to speak to anybody here if you're more comfortable asking them one-on-one.